Okay, Owls. So I have in my hand last week's flashcards that you should have created after watching Lesson Plan Week 1. If you have not, you're going to want to go back and make these 4 flashcards so you have a complete set of 8 after today's tutorial. Understand that your index cards, your flashcards for STEMs will continue to grow throughout the year. Sixth grade is responsible for 100 STEMs. Seventh grade the same, and eighth grade more. If you're AIG, you'll be responsible for even more than 100. So creating flashcards from the very beginning and being real careful about keeping them all together is extremely important. As we get towards the end of the year, you may forget these stems that we did at the very beginning. So just try to stay super organized. My flashcards are individual cards, and I keep them on a rubber band. And sometimes I even use a clip to keep them all together in my study area. If your parents have purchased the stems that have the spiral on the top and they're all together, you probably had to purchase 2 packs of 50. If you have those kind, do not tear them out. It's really nice that they're already bound for you and you don't have to worry about any being lost. So as a review from last week, anti, my flashcard says before, by, my flashcard says to, anti, against, and circum means around. And I'm just going to set these to the side while I get ready to create my new flashcards for this week. You can have your ISN open to page 2 on your notes that you took. You'll have your STEM, your definition, and the example. You don't have to memorize the examples. They are only there to help support you when you're trying to make connections between the stems and the definitions while studying. And they also apply for real life examples. So for this week, we have our stems come. Make sure that you're writing them large enough so that if you were to hand these to a family member to quiz you, you can see the stem from a distance, but not necessarily the definition. So on the back, come meant together, making sure I'm staying in order. I'm going to move this to my finished pile. Con means also together. I have D, like descend, deplete. That means down. And my last one for this week is disrespect, disapprove, and that meant away. So now I have my 8 flashcards. As mentioned in the lesson plan, or maybe it was in the pair deck, your test this Friday will have all 8 all 8 stems on your test. Your stems do not go away week to week, so that's why it's really important that you keep them all together. Flashcards are a great tool. You can study by yourself, going through them. Oh, I can't remember what con means. Stick it, look at the back and then move it. Don't move it all the way to the back so you see it again soon. Con means together. I remember that. Con is, oh yeah, that's together. And you can keep going. Miss Fido also has a tool where she has a lot of flashcards, and if she gets it right on her first try, so anti means against, and so that means I know it and I can set it aside. By means to, yep, I know that one, I can set it aside. Anti, maybe I confused this with the definition for anti, and I got it wrong, so I'm going to set it to the back of my deck so that I know I have to see it again. Dis means away, and so forth. There's a lot of different strategies you can use when using flashcards. Most importantly, keep practicing them. The more exposure you have to your flashcards, the longer they'll stay in your long-term memory.